Oh, and I also love Xenia. Did I say that? Yes. This is more a video of what you don't want to do. I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time, and it is not working. Now the GSP is not very happy. It kind of got smothered there right at the top. We all know Spicy Reef loves some GSP and some Xenia, especially this one. That one to me is just beautiful. I wish the camera really picked it up better. But I've got a few little areas. Oh, and I also love Xenia. Did I say that? Yes. But I have a few areas here where we have some Xenia that's just kind of popped in. A couple locations that I'd rather not have Xenia. And it's starting to infringe. Although this one's not too bad. I'll probably just move the Stylophora. I kind of like that little bushy Xenia there. But there are a few spots, and the one that I'm mostly concerned with is maybe this little dude here. Getting a little inundated with Xenia. That one I can pull out. This one, starting to grow on my bubblegum digi. And I think I'm gonna have a shot at using some F-Aiptasia in there, because I don't really think I can get in there with like a razor blade, or I'm not sure. I'm gonna go in there and disturb the Xenia and see if I can't get it to contract, and then we'll see if I can't maybe pull some of that off and drop it down below, because I would love the base of this rock to just be all Xenia. That would be kind of nice for me. In my honest opinion, that's what I would like down there. And then as you climb up, the different levels of GSP. And then bubblegum digi. I don't have a whole lot of acro. Any acro that I have in here, I've obtained for free. And that's just mostly because I'm afraid to put it in, because it's so darn expensive, most of it. And then I end up failing. But this other stuff, Monties, mushrooms, softies, all my softies, it seems super, super easy. Let's pull out our F-Aiptasia and give it a mix. Let's see, here we go. All right, so let's get our F-Aiptasia out of the box. There we go. And I purchased this maybe 5 months ago, and I used it a few times, and then I got the filefish, and I haven't used it since then. So we are going to make sure, it might be hard as a rock, it might just be concrete in there now. I want to make sure that the needle works and that air can pass through all of that. Okay. Got that, check. Now let's open this up and see what kind of mixing we need to do. Pretty hard, not too bad. It's hard down, probably about 50% of it. Not hard. This is this little stirring step. It's going all the way to the bottom of the bottle, which is, I'm hoping, is promising. It's not easily mixing the goop. I wish it was mixing it a little bit easier. So we'll see if the needle is able to suck it up or not. So here's our Xenia that's just surrounding the bubble gum. And we are going to disturb it with these little pinchers. See if we can't get it to withdraw back into there. Don't be so happy, Mr. Xenia. And as I do that, I'm seeing stuff fly off of it. No bueno. I wonder if I can get my fingers in there. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? If I could get my fingers in there and pinch it off. Oh, look at that. Now it's gonna go somewhere else in the tank. Darn it. That is not a good idea. This is more a video of what you don't want to do. So I'm gonna get the water flow turned off and fill up my needle. So I've got a half a syringe here of F-Aiptasia. And we're gonna go ahead and squirt it in. And I'm probably not looking to cover the Xenia completely. I just kind of want to squirt it at the base because, you know, Xenia is a coral and it's kind of a, it's probably not going to, I'm assuming it's not going to take too much to kill it. Like with Aiptasia, it's going to take a lot of this F-Aiptasia to kill Xenia. But to kill, I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time and it is not working. So to kill Xenia, I'm going to assume that it's not going to take very much F-Aiptasia to kill the Xenia. Not as much as it would take to kill Aiptasia. Aiptasia, you pretty much have to smother that stuff. When I first started this tank, I had a bunch of Xenia and I added purple up to the tank. And that pretty much did away with my Xenia. And so I'm kind of banking on that. And if I just put enough in there and squirt it around the Xenia, that it's going to kill it. And you know, while I'm at it, I'm just going to go ahead and hit a couple of these other spots. I'm just going to squirt a bunch in there and see what happens. And I'm probably going to get beat up by the clown dude there. He doesn't really like that stuff. But I'm not sure that it's actually going to kill it. But we'll see. I'm just going to squirt it all in here and then I'll take care of that coral outside of the tank. Let's see what happens. And we'll see what happens. Goody, 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 goody. Alright, that's all of it. This is the not so glamorous part of how I clean the F-Aiptasia out of here. I just fill it up, squirt it out. The first bottle that I purchased, I did not do this very well. I kind of just, I think I put some water in a glass and then I pulled it up and squirted it out and it just did not do a good job cleaning it. And you really want the plunger to be clean. You want the needle to be clean through and through, because if you don't, it doesn't take much for that to build up. And you kind of want it free flowing, and you can see that it's free flowing there. Because when you let the water run, it just comes right out. And then when I put it back in the box, I just put it back in like that. I'd say an hour, hour and a half later, and I do believe, I don't know why that Tomini bristletooth tang is in there. Maybe there must be some algae somewhere. But look at that. I think we killed it. I think I probably overdid the amount of F-Aiptasia I had to add. Yeah, that one's looking pretty good too, as far as pretty good being dead. Now, maybe it's questionable. Maybe there's some little parts of it that are going to survive, but we'll keep posted. Now the GSP is not very happy. It kind of got smothered there right at the top. Dude, I'm trying to make a video here. Now the GSP is not all that happy getting smothered a little bit there with the droppings. So we are at 24 hours later. Well, the next day, I'm not sure on the exact hour, and looking like I did a pretty decent job getting the Xenia. pretty sure it's dying off. I'm going to conclude at this point that the F-Aiptasia worked. And if I can get a clear shot of this little forest over here, this one I did a much better job getting. Although I don't know what you're doing looking in there. You just hamming it up or what? Now I didn't get it all. You can see there's a little spot back there. But and then there's a couple little areas where there's still a couple of polyps sticking out. But I'm gonna wait for another week and then I'm gonna get back in there and do a little spot check. And one thing that's interesting is my GSP has decided to recede into the darkness. And there's a little bit of F-Aiptasia that got right on the top there. But interesting enough, there's some polyps sticking out right there out of the entire nest. Well, there's a little bit sticking out there too, but I don't believe I got, unless you know some of that stuff just sprayed all over the place. We'll see what happens. Usually that GSP sometimes will just recede for a couple of days and it just comes right back out. All right, here's looking at you, kid. If I was a fish, I would swim. Whoa. Spicy Reef here, signing off.
Now what are you doing?
I think I got it.
How do you know if it's up or down?
I was wondering why that ball kept getting bigger, and then it hit me. That was awesome.